you are a cardinal sign, Capricorn. There are 4 of cardinal signs, that is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And all of you are most strongly affected by what is going on in other cardinal signs, which this year is Aries. A lot is happening in Aries this year. In your horoscope, Aries is the area of home and family, maybe also real estate and roots. So maybe where you live, with whom, how does your home look, what is your relationship with the family that you live with, but also with the family you were born into, and maybe also the city of or country of origin. Here, something will need to be restructured within the next 2 to 3 years. And already in the beginning of April, we have the nebulous transcendental Neptune trying to inspire you, trying to give you an idea of what you may want to do in this area of your life. For now, it is okay if it's more of a dream rather than a plan. Some details of this plan will start coming up later this month, but let me talk about what comes before that first. So Mercury and Venus, after having spent some time in Aries, retrograded back into Pisces at the very end of March. And here they are still moving backwards towards the minimalistic, strict, and mature Saturn. In your horoscope, this affects the area of intellectual labor, talking, learning, communication, sometimes also bureaucracy or even making small sales. So in one of these areas, you will have to take a step back and finish something up, or maybe end it for good or repurpose it for something new. So if you have been working on something time-consuming and intellectually demanding, April would be the time to see it through. So maybe to finish it or to let go of it. But if you are making the decision to stop working on it, it should be done responsibly. If you decide that you need to finish it well, you will have more time to do it than this April. You will have something like a year, maybe a little bit less, but you would have to already start doing some dedicated work on it now, and especially around the dates when Venus in Mercury will be ending their retrogrades, which is for Mercury that is the 7th of April, for Venus it is the 13th. Also on the 13th, we have another astrological event in a cardinal that is important for your sign, a full moon in Libra. And Libra rules your house of career, reputation, and all things official. Full moons usually illuminate, they shed light on how things are doing in a certain area of life. So this one may correspond to a certain milestone in your official standing development or career development. If maybe you have reached a career goal, if you graduated, if you got a good evaluation or a job offer, or a bad evaluation, also possible, like any sort of milestone or result. Or if you're able to present your project and impress people with it, also counts. It should be stressful, but this stressful energy is, at the end of the day, just energy. So use it to energize and to motivate yourself so that on the 13th you have a maybe better result than otherwise. Mars is moving through the sign of Cancer in the beginning of the month, and Cancer rules the important partnerships in your life. So this area of your life may be more eventful, both in a good way, maybe also in a bad way. Official partnerships may be more stressful, but playful, creative, romantic ones may be more playful, creative, and romantic. But in general, this is where a lot of things will be happening, at least in the first half of April. Then, in the second half of April, other things start happening. First, on the 16th of April, Mercury moves into Aries to join Neptune. That was giving you ideas about what your home life could develop into and what is worth dreaming of in this home family area of your life, how it could be more soulful and beautiful. With Mercury's help here, ideas that were nebulous and vague can start taking shape and acquiring some more concrete details. Venus will join these two planets on the 30th of April and will take you further, like maybe to Pinterest or to the stores, or to even maybe looking at real estate objects, or to moving in with your romantic partner. Mars will also change signs this April, moving from Cancer to Leo on the 18th and immediately getting into conflict with the chthonic Pluto in Aquarius. For you, this may mean financial issues or anxieties, or maybe a conflict around money where it's important what in your life you can pay for with your own money. This may relate to private life, but also to business or some other project that needs funding, and either you fund it yourself or you need someone from the outside. And then riffing off this, the new moon in Taurus on the 27th is a good point to consider how you want to enjoy what life has to offer and how you would be able to afford that. The focus should be on joy and creativity, and it can also mean that the important thing will be a business that is based on an idea that you came up with, and that is your baby. And to be fair, it can also be the decision to have children or to not have children and experience fecundity and being fruitful in other ways.